seconds off the pace. Race was wet, and I was the fastest by 0.8 of that.
Did it start wet?
It started wet, so it just started raining at the end of qualifying. But in dry pace, I was miles.
Wasn't your Daytona wet? 24 hours.
Actually, and it just started, and I was like the fastest GT3 on track comfortably till like the last 3 laps where it dried out, and then all the into hot lap.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's like when I was doing Club 100 SP60. Who's that Titan Motorsport dude? Not Felipe.
Owen?
Jack O'Neill, I think.
Okay. You got Jack and Andy.
Yeah, I think Jack O'Neill. He would just clear off. Yeah. I'd be getting laps. He'd be making me look very silly. Welcome everyone. We're live. We're live for Sim Racing Show Live.
We're live.
Flack
for Sim Racing Show Live.
Yeah. Got to say these things properly. Dad, it's me. Is it me? But I'm enjoying Project Motor Racing on PS5 with a T300. Yes, it could be better, and the hypercars are awful, but has potential. Welcome, Gondor calls for aid. I've just ordered the R3 to upgrade from an old T150. You may have asked me in comments, but we like the R3. We didn't put the R3 on the table.
We got pedals today.
We got pedals, yeah.
We normally have the R3 tucked away around here somewhere.
We just like bring it up. But
look what I've got.
I was saying I think T1. I went T150 to CSL Elite. You went T150 to
G29 and then CSL.
Yeah. So I think R3 isn't a sideways step.
I think it's a fine step.
Not seen this before. This is Sim Racing Show Live. This is where you ask us all your sim racing questions. Let me pin it. Blacker keeps order.
And we try to answer, but it's always an answer.
Yeah. In the cats. Yeah, you must be looking forward to the R3. £280 in Argos for the PC version, which is just to go into Argos, go into Sainsbury's and
go into retail and just pick it up. I'm going to do my shopping. I'll treat myself to an R3 as well on there.
N8 says RS50 or DD Pro. So Fanatec DD Pro is on sale on Amazon. In fact, now I've got the space.
500 sank. I saw it earlier today.
400.
Really?
Amazon.co.uk. Fanatec. You don't need to buy directly from Fanatec. Don't worry, all the YouTubers are going to shield their links, but I would say just buy from Amazon. It may be out of stock already. This one was definitely for.
Yeah, something I saw it earlier today. 580 quid.
So now from Scan, it's showing 580. Where do you see other sellers? Can't see other sellers anymore. But I took a screenshot of it. That was if you buy it now, it's returnable until January 31st. Of my Morrison's shopping is showing up. Egg noodles, HV barbecue sauce.
Wow, eating like a king.
Yeah. Sausages,
egg noodles, and barbecue sauce.
I can't actually see the return, but it looks like if you buy it now, you can return it till the end of January, that's just the Amazon. And I don't know why you would buy it directly from Fanatec, unless you're, I don't know. But John's got a question. Quinton, is this too small for you? I like it. It's bigger.
Make it that do.
Yeah. All versions are ASETEK on Steam. Which do you recommend me to buy? It depends on the pricing, but I would say don't bother with the original AC. Yeah. Get ACC for £10, and I would say get AC Rally.
If you fancy treating yourself, I would definitely treat yourself to a bit of AC Rally.
Yeah.
One, because it's brand new, and two, because it's really, really good.
I wouldn't get AC Evo. I just think AC Evo right now. I know I would get it because I know it works on the 4090. When I put it on the 4060, struggles.
Really?
Yeah, really struggles on the 4060. So given that people might have like a 3060 or like a 2070 or something, I would say hold off on Evo. I agree with you. I think Rally is like.
Just to skip through your head, N8 Junior 24. He says in general, so not price wise. What would you recommend? The RS50 or DD Pro?
I would get RS50. The reason to get the DD Pro would be if you want to get into the Fanatec rim ecosystem, where there are better rims on Logitech.
There's a lot more variation of rims you can buy for Fanatec.
Yeah.
Is the product any better? Probably not. Be about on par, in my opinion. But you do have a wider selection of wheels. So if that's what you're going to play around with, like, I want a round wheel, or I want a Formula wheel.
We've got one here. Think about Sim Racing Show Live. We could just pull these things out So this is the Fanatec GT DD Pro. This is the PlayStation one. I think the RS50 is slightly better because of True Force. So if Fanatec can bring full force to Gran Turismo, then that'll be an equalizer, I would say. And then it's a bit interesting because I think actually Fanatec, you have the McLaren, not the McLaren now, whatever it is, a non-McLaren GT3 wheel, which is a proper GT3 wheel. However, I think the downside is the QR system on Fanatec.
Just all the various different QRs. Which one are you going for?
We can't use
lights.
Majority of Fanatec wheels here because they're on different QRs on this base.
Which is insane.
Yeah. Had a Logi G Pro, but looking for a new wheel now. RS50 or T598. Let's pull it out. Oh. T598 is huge. Look at it, it's like the Death Star. The laser coming
pure
out.
size of it.
Yeah. To me, that's a no-brainer. Sam, what do you think? RS50 or T598?
RS50.
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 T598 is if you're really constrained on the budget. Then
Unless you really want a Ferrari wheel.
Again, unless you really want a Ferrari wheel at SF1000. That's a good point.
Or SF25 from next year.
Yeah, which is got the updated stickers. But I think for most people, RS50.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Fanatec deals? I was disappointed, no deals on rims, no pedal sets. I don't know it intimately, but I would assume they're kind of getting rid of old stock. We know Fanatec.
New pedals.
Yeah, there's no more pedals in stock by the time the new ones come out, so you have to get them. Dan says, so far I've enjoyed Project Motor Racing more than ACC. Explain why in the comments. It's a safe space here. We've both done a lot of Gran Turismo, so you're not going to get like elitist views here. So explain why you've enjoyed it. But yeah, I've got a 5070 Ti in here as well. You can just pull out boxes for everything, Sam.
Don't make me walk in front of the camera again. Not sure if I'm wearing shorts.
5070 Ti. See, now someone's going to say, oh, I just bought a Bentley, and we just pull like
some keys. Oh, I've left my Bentley keys over there.
Isn't this the best sim racing show you've ever seen? Every product you want, we just pull it out. The 5070 Ti.
I'll move it out the way.
By the way, do you want to see a graphics card? Have you seen a graphics card before?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I have. We can get out if you want to.
No.
It'll make you feel better. Would you like to show it off?
No. Do you know any custom rims on the RS Hub? Sam, pull it out. Pull it out, the streak. Custom rims on the RS50. Chat, if you have not liked and not subscribed for this level of like competency,
grabbing stuff. It's like we know what we're doing.
There's
for a
no
change.
one else in the world doing this.
And Kira isn't building any Lego for a change.
Yeah. Welcome, Nezzy. Have you tried Project Motor Racing PS5? I haven't actually. I need to chase them on my key. So I'd be intrigued to try it. I'm downloading it in the background, so Sam later can have a go. Any update on Motor PS5? No. What do you think of RS50 pedals? I think the G Pro pedals are better than RS50 pedals. I think the RS50 pedals are maybe better on carpet, but I think the G Pro pedals in a rig are just better, and you've got the clutch in them.
It feels like I'm just copying everything which you're saying, but I fully agree. I love the wheelbase. I enjoyed the wheel. The pedals to me is what let it down.
Yeah, I wondered there'll be some space for modding on the pedals because the way the elastomers work.
Oh, I was meant to bring you some stuff.
Can the SimNet pedal, Sam? SimNet pedal here on the table. You know what, chat? This has been such an insane start. I want everyone to share the stream. Share the stream on Facebook, Reddit, on Twitter.
On Reddit?
Yeah.
That'll go down well.
Yeah. Share it on the forums because we just got everything, all the questions you got, we got the answers here. Or we can get our opinions, I should say. Can the SimNet pedal be used with the RS50 base? What's the Fanatec? I don't know. So the SimNet pedal can... That's not even the brake, is it? Is that the brake? Looks like the brake. It's not the clutch.
It's
got a damper on it.
50 Newton meter damper.
These can be used on Fanatec base. That basically plugs into this, and I've done it. I've got a video on it.
You know, I'd never realised that this actually pivots up. This end bit. This actual whole...
Is that something to do with the damper, or is that at the end? Right?
No, but I just assumed it was a flat straight bit actually pivots. Never noticed that before.
I think Mr. Huskenveld might know a thing or two about how those pedals are made. I think on PS5 it's good. The force feedback could use improving. AI wasn't bad in the tracks I played. I have a theory about the AI, which is that, well, you'll know this because from karting. Okay, so the Project Motor Racing AI, the developers have said this is the best AI ever, and everyone is saying this AI is terrible. And I've said this AI it basically doesn't even know you exist.
Does it just drive through you?
Yeah, so it drives through you. So let's say, for example, let's say the first corner at Road Atlanta, the right-hander. Let's say you've got a bit of a run, and you put your
nose in for that fast right.
For the fast one, yeah. Now we would expect the AI to be like, oh, you've made a move, I'm going to back out.
They just turn into.
But they turn in, and because that corner you would turn in with pace.
Yeah.
They just cut your nose off. It doesn't really affect them.
Yeah.
And it really affects you, right? I think in like Club 100 in karting, most savvy karters would also do the same thing, and they just ramrod you. So I can potentially see how they think it's really good AI, because that is actually what good karting
what you would do in racing.
In karting.
Yeah.
However, in real cars,
I think you would in all of them apart from single seaters.
When I was doing Mazdas, and this is obviously not a super high level, but I would not risk contact like that. Like this inevitably involves contact. And
I get that, but I think if you're looking at, say, like professional level of it,
like Verstappen, he's just gonna
Verstappen or anyone in WEC, well, maybe not endurance because obviously that's not a sprint, but anyone like touring cars, BTCC, they would probably turn in.
Yeah, so you could.
But single seaters, they'd obviously back out because otherwise you'd be flying.
So, but I think I posted there's something I don't agree with on the AI for sure, which is that they say it's running on the same physics. I did a dynamic weather race. It was dry, then it went wet.
Yeah.
All the AI cars slowed down, pitted for wets. I just cracked on the soft tyre. I was in G3. I overtook all the hypercars, and I won the multi-class race. So you can't say that's the best AI in the world. Ned's got a 5070 Ti, very nice. Gondor, I'll share it in my Discord. My friend the Tarkov boys, get them in here so they know what to get. If they want to go sim racing. Dan said it's not as bad as people make. ACC AI and G7 AI is bad, not worse. I disagree on ACC AI. I can have a very good race in ACC AI. GT7 AI is just a bit comical because you're always so much faster than the AI, isn't it? So,
I mean, I don't play a lot of GT7 anymore.
Yeah.
But when I have done, it's. Where was I? Must have been here. I was driving it. And, and you catch up with them, and then you kind of like even look at it, and they're like, "No, not today," and just drive themselves straight into a gravel or something like that. Yeah. It's insane.
Have you done iRacing AI much?
Yes, I've done a little bit, but my boy, as he's learning it, he's doing AI instead of ruining my iRacing. So that's actually quite good.
Yeah, I think it's quite good. Yeah. I think, and I like at the end it gives you a little news report on how you've done and stuff. I think the iRacing single player is like underrated. You can do massive grids, huge grids.
Set up your own championship.
It's not a popular opinion, but I just think like the iRacing AI is actually pretty good, and I think they know that.
And it's quite good that it's adaptive as well.
Yeah, we both have iRacing subscriptions, and I think we both like doing iRacing, and we know the things that we do on iRacing you can't do anywhere else, like the endurance events, but also like the Club 100 League. Like it's the best place to do it. So
I mean, the Club 100 League last week we had 4 drivers, I think it was, not a single person. The service didn't go down or anything like that. Ran faultless the whole way through. It was really, really good.
But I think so. We look at the other games coming out and we're like, okay, that's cool, but I don't. It's not life or death to me because I've always got iRacing. I think if someone doesn't have iRacing because it's too expensive subscription, or there's a perception that it's too expensive, I actually don't think it's crazy expensive if you get the Black Friday deal.
I think as well, if you compare it to like you buy iRacing, yes, you have to buy tracks and stuff like that, but every year people buy Formula 1 at what, 80 quid?
Yeah.
Every year you buy that. That's nearly the same subscription price as iRacing.
Same on
iRacing is infinitely better.
Same on GT7 with PS Plus and buying the game. Yeah. But so I think people that don't have iRacing, the new games that are coming out, like Ren Sport and Project Motor Racing, they're a bit more life and death. Whereas from my perspective, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not looking for this to replace iRacing. I'm looking for something else here. So for me on Project Motor Racing, I'm looking for a more casual experience. I don't need it to be cutting edge.
Agree.
Whereas if some other people they want it to be iRacing, and I think Project Motor Racing is. Did you know in Project Motor Racing? I feel like it has more hypercars and GT3s than Le Mans Ultimate.
Really?
It has basically every hypercar and every GT3 apart from the 720S and 296 and
So
GT3.
you got the Aston?
It's got 2 Astons and GT3, and it's got the Valkyrie. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's got the Acura, which Le Mans Ultimate doesn't have. It's got the BMW. Is that in WEC now? Yeah, it is in WEC. It's got the Cadillac. It's got the Peugeot. It's got the Alpine. It's got the Porsche.
So it really does have a really big
It's got everything in hypercar apart from 49p.
Yeah.
It's got the Lamborghini SC63.
Has he got the van wall?
No, it doesn't have the fully van one, doesn't have the clicking house. But I'm like, why? Why does it need these cars?
Yeah.
Like, surely no one's looking at Project Motor Racing think this is a Le Mans Ultimate competitor. Like, Project Motor Racing, I felt was meant to be like a more retro, like historic. Like, it doesn't need every latest GT3 and hypercar. By all accounts, the hypercars drive terribly. Welcome Racecraft. Yeah, not bad here. Troy just bought the RS50 with Pro pedals. See, that's the strat I'm talking about. So, that's the best. I think you're not really compromising. You're not losing anything by getting the RS50 over the G Pro, but you're getting the best pedals in Logitech ecosystem with the G Pro pedals. So that's smart. GT320 wheel. Do they do a GT320 wheel? I didn't know they did.
Have a look. I'll have a look.
Yeah, I didn't know they did.
While you carry on.
Do you think AC Evil LMU is going to come out on PS5? Maybe PS6. I mean, I wouldn't count on it, to be honest. Welcome BCR Esports. Calypso says, yeah, but the hypercars are... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't think Project Motor Racing would have lost much if it only had 2 hypercars and 2 GT3s.
The only GT320 wheel is one of those Momo ones.
Oh, okay. Is it the Momo? That's nice. That's with the Alcantara.
Yeah.
Scotty G says, I've just invested in the T598 and a very kind man has given me Thrustmaster load cell pedal. Oh, nice. TLCMs. That's the best setup right now.
For Thrustmaster.
On
right
PlayStation.
at this second, right now, that is the best Thrustmaster setup.
Get an SF1000 on that. Vincent says, should I get all the packs with ACC? I think so. I think over time I bought all the DLCs. And it just means that when you go into ACC, you can just choose everything. It's very integrated. What's up with the Valkyrie? I don't understand the Valkyrie in Project Motor Racing. It's just insane. We'll get Sam on it later. AMS2 is on sale on Steam. I have AMS2. I don't drive it that much. I'll need to get back on it. I think the problem with Automobilista 2 is like it's just not a new game.
It's old.
You're not going to get anyone excited. Yeah. Even if it's the best. It's the same with Race Room. Like
an R factor.
Yeah. This is why Project Motor Racing has missed such a big opportunity because you have this big launch, all eyes are on it.
Everyone knows about it.
Yeah, and they messed it. They messed it big time. Lorenzo says, I'm on PS5 and I want to upgrade to get RS50 or REVOSIM Pure. REVOSIM Pure is not out on PlayStation yet. He's retracted the comment.
Oh, he's changed his mind.
Still going to answer it. It's not out on PlayStation yet, but I did do an interview with REVOSIM. They invited me down to their stand at Sim Racing Expo, and I teased out of the guy that he thinks it's going to be like 50 euros more than the PS5 version.
Oh yeah.
Gondor wanted the RS50, but it's gone for the R3. I think that's smart. I think the R3. Hopefully, they're going to have good resale value.
Resale, I reckon they will.
They can't because, like,
I reckon they will. They're perfect little units.
I think
take up no room, lightweight.
MOZA should be just flying them in.
Yeah, and yeah, for like 260 odd quid. Ridiculous.
Scotty G says, my TMX Pro doesn't work on my new PS5 and it's outdated now. However, my T598 has been affected by disconnections. That's the big thing with the T598. There's an issue with the power supply.
But Thrustmaster are aware, and they do stuff about it.
They are sending stuff out, but I think they've it's not terminal for Thrustmaster, but it's I think it's really affecting confidence in Thrustmaster because when you think Thrustmaster,
like every single stream we do, there's always that comment, Scotty, comes up 3 or 4 times every single stream we do.
And justifiably so.
You are not alone.
But I feel like Thrustmaster has had a reputation for you buy it and it works. So this is very damaging, I think, for them because of their brand. But they say they've identified. I think there's a web page online now, and as far as I understand it, they're just sending out replacement PSUs. Question marks about whether people are still having disconnects with the new PSUs. But there's going to be nothing more frustrating than sim racing, and then you go into the corner and you get a disconnect. Welcome, Mancy. But yeah, let us know. Has anyone been playing Project Motor Racing? Is anyone else thinking of getting any other equipment? Big news with ASETEK. ASETEK's up for sale. So
KIRETH'S going to buy it, I heard.
Yeah, we're gonna look behind what we've got back here. But they're doing a massive sale. Those Invicta pedals, the first generation ones, are 40% off.
Wow.
40% is a big discount in racing.
Yeah.
You know a lot of the rims we reviewed are 40% off as well.
What, like the Fortes?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But not the one with the screen.
Not the one with the screen, no. And I don't think the wheelbase either. But the hydraulic pedals are on 40%, which is crazy. Quintin, I just bought the P1000 and the salesman sold me on the Neo GT over the MOZA KS. I think the Neo GT has more features than the KS for sure. It also makes sense if you're in the SimMagic ecosystem. I think the KS is $220 now, so it's pretty good on price. Paul bought myself a T598 and also have disconnect problems. Have you contacted Thrustmaster or not? Were you aware that they're doing some replacement program?
Yeah, is this actually a whole... Obviously we know about it, but is it an actual general thing that the public know they're doing it?
I'm not sure.
Are Thrustmaster letting their customers know?
I'm not sure.
Hey, there might be a not recall, but hey, there might be an issue if it crops up.
I tell you what. I don't think any YouTuber is doing a video, myself included. I mean, we mention it all the time. I think we're fair to give us credit. But it's not like I'm doing a YouTube video like, oh, by the way, anyone with a T598, which I could do, and anyone else could do. So, or maybe they should really do it.
That's interesting to see. Paul R6X says he's changed it twice now and it still happens. So that, just to confirm, Paul, is on the actual new power unit, yeah? Yeah,
definitely let us know in the Discord, because it'd be good to have a paper trail on this if we need to go and investigate further. Racecraft, will Project Motor Racing end just like Concord? At the moment, Project Motor Racing servers are not online, which is kind of insane. I don't know what you make of this, Sam. They released the game yesterday, and on the same day, they issue a big apology statement online. It's like we're sorry, we didn't meet your expectations. I think it's very suspicious that's...
Well, they had it. They had it pre-typed ready.
People
ready to go. My nose is so cold.
Yeah, my nose is cold as well. What do we do with the aircon? I have my jumper on. Maybe this is our new tea or something.
Oh, yeah, I've got to try this.
Yeah, there's a page on their website you can go to, but I'm not sure how much it's been publicised. Racecraft, I do believe that devs may need to stop trying to develop sims and go back to making arcade races. I don't think arcade is the right word, but I don't think everything needs to be a competitor to iRacing. You don't like it?
No. I didn't know that red thing floating.
That's quite expensive. That's £4.
I apologise for that, but where's that red thing?
Saffron?
That's saffron?
Yeah.
Wow. Exclusive. Welcome,
Nathan. Why my nose is cold? We haven't been doing anything untoward, which is it's really weird. It's just really weird. The aircon in here is a bit unusual. We've torn up the roof and everything. So, Lorenzo, I want to wait till REVOSIM RS. Yeah, I have a video coming out soon. It might even come out tomorrow, where I chat with the guy about it. So, I'm sure you'll enjoy that one. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going back to making arcade races like you played Recreation. Remember, you had to go Recreation.
Yeah.
Now that's arcade. I think there's a middle ground, which is wherever GT7 is, whatever Forza has been previously.
Yeah, so obviously you got the arcade.
Yeah.
Wreckfest. Wreck Nation. You got the proper sims, and then you got that middle ground where everyone else seems to be going into. I don't know why. I think you just need to stick. Are you going to be full sim? Do you want to go iRating? Do you want to compete against iRacing? Or do you want to be simcade in the GT7 section? Or do you want to just be straight up arcade? They need to decide. They can't kind of split between the two. For some reason, simcade is it's a dirty word. I know. No one wants to say they're a simcade. Even Gran Turismo says they're a real driving simulator, but we know it's a simcade. So if I was in charge of the marketing for Rennsport and Project Motor Racing, I would have said both of them are simcade,
and then people might be pleasantly surprised that oh, it's got all this stuff as well. But also, I'd make all that stuff optional.
Yeah, but if they're trying to, for me, if they're trying to straddle both markets, they're never going to please the hardcore ones. They're never going to please the simcade ones.
Exactly.
They've just lost a lot of their market.
And I think Project Motor Racing has done that exactly because the game is too complicated for casual races.
Yeah.
But it's also the physics is too confusing compared to iRacing and ACC. So I think they've gone in that valley they shouldn't have gone for. Welcome to me later. Paul just bought myself. Oh, so you've switched out of MOZA Thrustmaster. You've gone to MOZA, gone to R9 wheel bundle and CRP2 pedals. Did you do my suggested bundle? Because the R9 is $299 at the moment.
Unless it's gone down from last week.
Well, that was their Black Friday. That will go down, but it could do. CRP2 is $349, and then you can get the KS wheel or something. Nathan says, "Do you know what I'm sick of? Constant iRacing updates." You mean when you want to drive and iRacing's like required
every Tuesday?
Yeah,
isn't it? Every Tuesday. It's not that bad.
But the required's quite small. It's just it suggests.
To be fair, yeah, I only ever do required and then update the tracks. Like, I don't ever race dirt.
But doesn't it?
So I don't need to.
Doesn't it boot and say like you need to download like 500?
Yeah, it gives you an initial thing like do the whole lot, or even just press in the bottom left corner. Required only.
Again, these are small things. I think it should be like required update, and then there's a button if you want to look at optionals. But we're all idiots because we should all just do that overnight. We should all just do it overnight, but we never do. In fact, there should be a button which is like, do you want to schedule, do you required now or should the rest overnight?
Should I remind you in 6 hours or whatever it is?
Have you tried the Logitech McLaren wheel yet? I haven't actually. I need to ask them about it. They did contact me yesterday, so to check my emails. Do you know when Nakon is dropping their add-ons? No, they didn't say. But I think they need to get those out there because like because of like the 3D printed prototypes, I sure look like quite good form factors. Wiki says, "Hello, been having fun with my current setup. Got a shifter handbrake from Black Friday sale. Let us know which ones you got." ASCHER also Rally. We've been using the Logitech combined one, which I think is absolutely fine.
Does the job perfectly. Although we've got on the left hand for some reason.
That's how we drive in the UK.
I know, but we had this discussion last time. It should be on your right hand because then when you're downshifting, you can still do the handbrake. Whereas if you're got it on your left hand, you can't downshift and handbrake at the same time.
So the thing is, I'm normally down in my gear and then I hit handbrake.
Yeah.
Like if we're going to I'm using the handbrake at the very last moment. I'm not
Yeah, you don't like lock it inside like full Nicky Richmond style sideways for about 10 meters beforehand.
Ohio says, looking to get back into racing. Haven't played since '99 with Papyrus, NASCAR, and Thrustmaster, FFB 296905. Thrustmaster, they've never had good naming, have they?
Which is a hell of a name.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
2969055.
What would you recommend? SimMagic, MOZA, ASETEK. What's your budget? What's your budget talking?
I'm going to find out what that Thrustmaster is.
Is Project Motor Racing better than Rennsport? They're two different games. I think Rennsport is a much more pick up and play game than Project Motor Racing. All I'm very happy about cancelling my pre-order. I was very hyped about the game and switched last second. Bought iRacing.
Did you say it was NASCAR?
You played the original NASCAR.
Is that the bad boy? I don't know if you could see it on the camera.
No, the NASCAR game was by Papyrus. It was a video. It was a game. The wheel was a Thrustmaster one. People forget how long Logitech and Thrustmaster have been in this game. Wiki got the Turtle Beach multi-shift for €81. I'm not familiar with that. We have Turtle Beach stuff, but I'm not familiar with the multi-shift. Scotty, Logitech is worse. Everything is a G and a number. Yeah, like...
No, they're not the worst. Fanatec are the worst.
Or the GTDD Pro Podium 2 5 with boost pack QR1 lights.
That's actually the one. That matches the number.
Oh, okay, that's a number. Okay.
That one there.
Old school. Is that one on your lap? It's got the lap thing.
And the gears built into it.
What's the best rig for about €500 seat included? You're going to struggle, I think, to get a rig with a seat included €500. Either get a Playseat Challenge or Scavenger Seat, I think.
Scavenger Seat? An extrusion and just a junkyard.
Yeah.
Scrapyard type thing. I mean, I grew up to go to scrapyards all the time for bits.
I would recommend getting a bucket seat if possible as well. I really like my bucket seat. Paul started with the Thrustmaster T150. Yep, I think so did we.
Yep.
Have we tried the SRP pneumatic pedals? No, I don't know if you spoke with SRP at Sim Racing Expo.
Me?
Yeah.
I was going to say I didn't.
No, I didn't. So I haven't tried them. Yeah, Papyrus became iRacing. iRacing is like, people say it's like ancient code.
So Papyrus was NASCAR. iRacing became Papyrus, and now iRacing have NASCAR.
So yeah, it has gone full
So
circle.
it's gone full circle, yeah.
But Papyrus made iRacing, I think, off the NASCAR stuff. So it was like originally oval. The story's really interesting with iRacing. The guy who owns Liverpool Football Club, he's like some billionaire. He basically funded iRacing so he could practice driving cars.
Wow.
People just love to hate iRacing. It's a
I
bit.
know.
You know what it feels like? You know, back in the day, this won't make sense now. Back in the day, people used to love to hate Manchester United.
They still do.
No, but like back
And
in
rightly so.
but back in like the 90s.
No, but it's the same as like when Chelsea.
Yeah, but I feel like with Manchester United in the 90s, they were such an institution.
I think it's just general consensus all round. Everyone hates something which is dominant. Like Man United, Chelsea. Everyone hated Lewis Hamilton when he was dominant.
Yeah.
Everyone now hates Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Everyone now hates Lando Norris. People always love to hate.
But there's
winners.
something lost in the thing. Like, why are they dominant? Are they actually just quite good?
Yeah.
What would be the cheapest possible load cell pedal upgrade? I'm using MOZA R5 with SRP lights. Get the MOZA SRPs for 130 euros. They're on sale right now. They're like 30% off, I think. That's probably the best for you. What has less cogging, Logitech RS50 or CSDD? Neither of them feel that. I've
never felt cogging in
yeah,
either.
this whole zero cogging thing, like Thrustmaster and now the MOZA, it's like I've never really.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, with direct, I think a lot of it is actually the presets and the bass, like grade and inertia and stuff like that. Sam, guys, is the RS50 genuinely good enough for sim racing?
Yeah.
I'm deciding between the 15-inch Fanatec and RS50. Yes, it is.
Generally is.
But you are correct on the lack of wheels. I think they need to come out with a Formula wheel for that and a proper
For sure.
GT3 wheel.
Definitely. Otherwise, they're going to have like modders doing it.
Yeah.
The brand.
I know what you mean, MVH and those ones.
Yeah, MVH.
ASLIF.
ASLIF, that's the one I was thinking of.
But yeah, I think you could 100% on iRacing be an RS50.
Lorenzo, for me personally, if you've got a play seat and you go 500 quid, 500 euros without a seat, I would look at extrusion.
Yeah.
100% look at extrusion. You can get really good, solid stuff and then just buy a second-hand seat. The Mazda RX-8 seat's like really nice seat and they go for like 40 quid.
Yeah, I think at the moment GT Mega Prime Lite might be on sale, which is one of the most bare bones. We compared it with like the raw material price, and it's not bad. D Douglas, I plugged my old Sega Mega Drive in, worked immediately. Old school. That is cool though. You can plug it in, and then you can just play. Like you won't be able to do that with sim racing games from today. Welcome, Lee B.
Road Rash, what a game.
N8 says, I think the Oplite GTR 8S is 500 euros a bucket seat. I'm not sure what that one is like. Is it extrusion or not? Skeet says, people ragging on PMR don't understand what it's meant for. You need to elaborate. What do you mean by that?
Are you saying people ragging on it don't understand what it's for? Are you saying you don't understand what it's for?
I think he's saying the people ragging don't understand. Ian Lopez says, his #1 fan, Logitech should drop a competitively priced McLaren F1. I honestly think Logitech have the goodwill that they could drop an 800 euro Formula 1 wheel.
And people would
And people would be like, fair enough, because we waited so long. Whereas if Fanatec dropped an 800 euro Formula 1 wheel, people are like, that's too expensive.
Yeah, but Fanatec would say, yeah, we're going to drop this wheel, and then about 4 years later it might appear.
Yeah. Ari is saying, still waiting for PMR to be overwhelmingly negative. How does that work? How are the bans? KCR Simber in the house. Any news on the pricing for the upcoming Fanatec pony pedals? They were asking us non-stop.
They were literally asking us
and
other people there, how much do you think these
so
are?
we're like,
what would you price
99
it at?
cents, 99 cents.
I think they're trash, throw them away, give them straight to me.
Yeah, so we don't know. They do look good though. They're going to look good on a rig. Message retracted. Ian Lopez would buy that. Yeah, because you still have the RS track. Logitech at the moment is a very democratic ecosystem. There's nothing worse and nothing better. Like, do you know what I mean? The QR is the same all the way up. and the wheel is like that wheel is the best wheel and the worst wheel.
At the same time.
Whereas Fanatec is like, you know that technically they have the Bentley, so you know that you're getting, you know you're on the worst wheel in Fanatec if you've got the worst wheel. Whereas here you're actually on the best wheel and the worst wheel at the same time.
Yeah, I actually fully get what you're saying.
Dan says for console PMR isn't that bad. I don't understand the hate. Well, you must understand the hate. The hate is that people's expectations have been missed.
Have not been met.
Have not been met. And I think that has a lot to do with both the expectations and the meeting. Arrow says, are there any Camus deals? Camus did message me. I need to get back to them. I think they're doing some deals. It didn't seem that big, to be honest. Welcome, Sean. Are we having a good week? Yeah, Sam's been at Kartmania.
Yes, Kartmania. Selling my wares. Selling myself.
If anyone's been at Kartmania.
If you're there, which, like I was saying before we actually went on there was actually 3 different sim racing companies there as well. We started on it. We've got a chassis. We actually started.
Oh wait, no, we're not. We're back.
We had started making our own kart sim. Done all the research. Started gathering products, and then that was it. Much further than that.
With all the products we have here, we could bodge something.
You could, but you want the hydraulics. You want the feeling. No, but you want the actual proper hydraulics onto the actual proper.
Because these hydraulics are a bit weird. They're hydraulics that go into a.
And a hydraulic electric combo,
yeah.
Isn't it? It's like a hybrid combo.
And then they go into the elastomer. Yeah. It's like quite a weird thing.
Buffering. Do you think that's
yeah, I think we buffered it, but hopefully we're back now. Chat was disconnected. I don't know what happened. I think my project motor racing down has just completed. That could be it. Is MOZA comparable to SIMUCUBE, SimMagic and SIMUCUBE? There we go. SIMUCUBE is the top level, and then you've got MOZA and SIMUCUBE, MOZA and SimMagic. SIMUCUBE for me is the top level. MOZA is more competitive on price. Like this, we had it.
SimMagic stuff for me looks better. The MOZA stuff, I think, is priced more to your general Joe Blogs works 9 to 5. Not got massive.
Yeah, SimMagic I think spend more time, more design.
Their stuff does look better.
Which MOZA I think are like, we just want to get the lowest price for the performance. I think I would say. Matt, what do you think about ASETEK takeover? Yes, ASETEK looks like it might be taken over by a Chinese company. That's big.
Big news.
We'll be covering it in the Sim Racing Show regular episode going out tomorrow. I can't work it out because I've been to Denmark, I've been to ASETEK, I've been to the HQ. Yeah. It's a big HQ. It's like it's big for Denmark, like in that part of the world. Like it's a big thing. But we talked about M&A at the Sim Racing Expo. We literally walked out the door on the last night, and I said, I think there's too many brands. Yeah. And
we said that on our final
thing
where the boot was.
Yeah, and you said, is that what we're thinking? And I was like, yeah, I think there's too many brands. So we're starting to see the M&A. So maybe we could buy something. I don't know. Sam, same question to both of you. You can have RS50 Logitech Pro. I would definitely want to have the G Pro pedals over the RS, but I wouldn't be too bothered where I've got RS50 or G Pro for me wheelbase.
RS50 or Logitech Pro, I would go, as I've said multiple times, RS50 wheelbase, G Pro pedals. I just feel the RS50 pedals let it down. A really good product let down by, in my opinion, a cheaper end.
For simplicity, I'd probably go Pro. Everything, because if you
wanted to stick with just one of them, then you could go Pro.
But in a real world where there's a price difference, I think the price cut on the RS50 is worth it. That makes sense. Ski says PMR was overhyped by YouTubers. Let us know which YouTubers. Let's get some names out here. Who overhyped
it?
Bring in all the receipts. Welcome, McMasker. Greetings. My first steering wheel was Logitech Driving Force GT. Very nice. DFGT. And Lee says Sam form factor is 1.
I don't know what that's for.
Your form factor. Oh, we're a long way behind the chat. Skeet had Logitech Wingwan. Soul Tribe, hello guys. I wish I could have more options for consoles. Yeah, I agree in the hardware space.
Someone said they got a G29 on a PS5. Don't laugh. Well, to be fair,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it'll suit your needs.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Do you think Simmagic has dropped an active pedal? Honestly, I interviewed Simmagic over a year ago on the active pedal. I haven't seen anything since. I've kind of... It's a bit mad I saw an active pedal from Simmagic and nothing's come since. Matt's saying ASETEK have to drop wheelbase and wheel prices. But maybe the sale prices now will be indicative. They'll see if it works or not. Do you think Logitech will make a more powerful base? I interviewed the head of sim racing Logitech. He said he doesn't think so.
I don't really see a need for 16 Newton meter one.
They're just going to get battered. Yeah. If they go there...
And they'll start overheating and stuff like that.
Yeah, they'll get battered. Oh, thanks, Skeet, for the $5 Canadian. Think about since January, channels like yourself have been pumping up with titles like, will PMR be the best sim? Thanks for the donation. Appreciate it. I feel like I only went hands-on with Project Motor Racing at the Sim Racing Expo. And I think we were very transparent about how we felt about it. We didn't understand the handling. We're like, it doesn't feel like the car's connected. I'm struggling. But I think before that, I probably have made in sim racing, like Project Motor Racing update, like is it gonna challenge GT7? But I think that's a valid question to have. I think we were all misled by the promises that they made previously about this is going to be like the most authentic. But then at the moment we actually got to try it, I was like, I don't understand the handling.
Yeah, we both spoke to the actual developers while we were there. We both said what our issues were, and one of the people there said, yeah, this has been general consensus from everyone who's tried it.
I've been trying. Let me just answer this one. I'll go back to that because I think it's a valid question. It's like, should we even say stuff like, will Project Motor Racing be the best sim?
Yeah.
I would say I think it's a valid thing to say. Obviously, it's going to be more exciting videos as well. It's a bit like saying, is the Gran Turismo Spec 3 update going to bring a lot of energy back to G7? I think we can say it, but I think YouTube.
You can ask it as a question.
Yeah, but we all end up like leaning a lot into it. Where I have a big line for me is that when I don't understand how everyone else who drove that the Sim Racing Expo was not making the same videos or saying the same stuff we were saying.
Well, we know they were because the guy fed back. But then were they?
No, I don't think it fed into the community there. I don't think.
No, that's what I mean. So I think they said it to the developers, and then when they went to their videos,
or people just
completely different.
Or people just don't make videos because you don't have to make. We make a lot of content. We were so busy there making a lot of content. But
that my feet for 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, but that's like the line for me there. It's like if you have confidence in your ability to assess a game, and if you try it there, then you should be confident and you should put your colours to the mast and say what you think about it. And so I'm shocked actually that there was so much hype that happened after.
It never slowed down.
Yeah,
exactly. It actually probably increased.
Because I've played the game at the Sim Racing Expo and I said I don't understand the handling, and people said you don't know how to drive, the tyres weren't warmed up, the tyres were overheated, it was a wrong build. Yeah, it wasn't the right build. It's all going to be fixed. Then I did pre-release this weekend, felt pretty much very similar, but I had more time to understand it. Everyone's like, not everyone, but a lot of people like, the day one patch is going to fix it. It's an old build. I'd heard the same things again. Then
why my issue, and it's not just for sim racing, why is there always a day one patch? Yeah, why are developers selling products not finished?
Yeah, I hate the day one patch thing so much because it wraps up everything, has a massive gravity, and suddenly stuff that will never ever be fixed in day one patch. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be in the day one patch, and it's like a counter to everything. Like the day one patch might fix like a visual bug where they forgot to load in the texture or something, but it's not going to fix the AI. That's such a complicated thing to do, and people are like, no, it doesn't matter that you think the AI is not very good in pre-release because it'll be fixed in day one patch. I'm like, I don't think this AI is going to get better quickly.
But like I said, for me, I have a massive issue with all software, all stuff like that. Why does it always have to be a patch on day one? Why is it not ready? Why are people spending on other games 90 quid to have an uncompleted game, which then they can't use?
Well, back in the day, you couldn't do it.
No, because it was on a CD, that was it. It's the download.
You couldn't go to everyone's house, like tech support. It's like, I've got to put this patch in your play, So, Skeet says we've allowed the game developer early access. Ironically, Project Motor Racing should have been in early access. it should have been in early access with 20 cars or a couple of cars in each category, and they should have got feedback on the handling and should have charged less for it, and they should have added the cars. Ironically, it should have been early access in my view.
Yeah. We've got a bit to catch up with.
It goes into your comment, the biggest issue of PMR is the price. Ahaya says, completely agree. I'm tired of being these huge software companies using me public as their R&D. Gondor says, these guys are great at keeping... Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Sam's channel in the description as well. Masco, big thank you for this channel. Testing issues, no problem. To go back to what you said. So the developers said they'd had similar feedback and they'd identified there was some issue. I'm sure I heard that it was like the time of day was wrong or something. But I don't know. So people have said to me in comments on my things that someone told Jimmy, Jimmy said he gave the same feedback.
Well, as we did.
Yeah. That I don't really understand this handling. And apparently someone said to Jimmy, oh, you're driving it wrong. Okay. Now, this is interesting because back in the day, developers and publishers could probably say that to YouTubers because we're all sitting in our bedrooms or our sheds or whatever.
Now sim racing is so professional.
Yeah, it's more than that. Now Jimmy's driving GT4s in real life. You're a professional racing driver. I've raced cars and done a lot of karting. No, but we know we can speak with confidence and authority. They can't just rubbish and say you don't know how it handles.
Yeah. Well, I know it's completely on a tangent. I did a 12-hour race at T-site. Dumped the cart saying, "Oh, it doesn't work." And it's like, well, what do you know?
A professional
literally,
kart
it's my job.
Yeah.
It's literally my job. And Troy, I know it's kind of been skipped over. Troy Thompson, you two read and answer every question in chat. You two are awesome. I've read your question.
But Sean also says I can't hear you.
Oh.
So have we been on mute? But so I just want to. I feel like someone said to me, "You're not driving the car right." I can't remember who said it or whatnot at the time.
In that booth.
Around the booth or something.
It
might not have been a developer. It might be someone else.
I was just sat there eating apples the whole time.
But I feel like someone said you're not driving. You're not driving aggressively enough, or something. Okay. These cars need to be driven really aggressively. And I remember thinking, I'm not going to relearn how to drive for Project Motor Racing. Because the way I know how to drive works in ACC, Le Mans Ultimate, iRacing, real life. So I'm not just going to rewire that for one optional game. But I can't quite remember. I'm sure someone said to me like, you're just not driving aggressive enough at the time. But that started the train of thought with me, which I've said in all of my videos, which is I feel like they needed to, and this is the feedback I gave to them and also in videos, I feel like they needed to give more help to players on what the car's doing in the game. The engineer needs to say, your tyres are cold, like don't warm them up. Your tyres are overheating now, like ease up for a lap. More feedback. Like your setup doesn't quite look like it's working. Maybe tweak this. Like if you're gonna do all this like insane options and force feedback settings, you need to help players. And again, when I said that in the videos, I got some comments. Oh, it's always a minority, by the way. Got some comments, people saying you should, if you're gonna buy a game like this, you should know how to set it up. It's a bit like I've said. It's too complicated to buy Fanatec equipment. People are gonna buy Fanatec equipment as gifts. They're going to turn up at someone's house and they're not going to be able to connect it and get it running. Yeah. And I always get
the wrong QR code.
Yeah. QR thing. Yeah. I always have comments saying, "Oh, if you're going to spend €800, you should know what you're doing." I'm like, no, this is the real world. People are going to buy it as gifts. Like we spend a lot of time talking about stuff. I don't expect most people to. It's like it's elitism basically. Karting is different from driving an LMP or GT1. Well, Sam's driven a GT4, GT3?
GT3 and a GT4.
I've driven a GT Challenge. Karting is different because of the axle, for sure, and weight transfer.
Suspension and weight transfer. And it's more fun.
But also, we as karters, as real-world karting, and, maybe...
High level.
Yeah, we know what it's like to go into a braking zone. We know what it's like to drive in wet conditions on slick tyres. So... Douglas, the same thing is happening with new cars fixed under warranty. Skeet loves MOZA for how quiet the base is. Keep your questions coming, by the way. Why does nothing come with directions anymore?
Let's be honest, do you read the directions anyway? Do you read the instructions?
Because
I don't.
I don't.
And then you can see if you watched any of our unboxing videos.
I'll tell you, so to give you an example, and I said this in the video that probably no one will have watched, but I did a review.
I'm going to have a Fizzy Cola.
They're not very good, those ones.
I liked them when I started them, when you weren't here last time.
I did a review of the Crew Motorfest, or did a game thing, or the Crew Motorfest, which is like a arcade racing game. When you do that racing game, all of the series you do are like themed. It's like Japanese street racing, and what it does is when you're driving, there are characters talking to you about the cars. They're like, oh, now you start the race, and the guy's like on your radio, hey, you're driving the Mazda RX-7, like it has a rotary engine in it, blah blah blah. And I'm driving along, and I'm learning. Whereas GT7, you have to go in the cafe, go to some random old dude, and like press things that are really boring. And I thought this is
too many click-throughs for GT7.
So I thought what the Crew Motorfest doing is a really good way of me actually learning it, and that's like the Project Motor Racing should do the same thing for complicated setups. It should guide you through it as you're driving.
That bottom one, I can answer. Arrow 306. Wonder how different a commercial rental car is to a Club 100 or a Rotax. Well, I work for Club 100. I've raced Rotax, and my son races Rotax. A commercial rental car is nothing like it at all.
Are you talking 4-stroke, or are you talking like D-Max Rotax?
I'm going to go with 4-stroke or electric, because he would have classed Club 100 as a... I think completely different car, completely different way of driving it. In Rotax, obviously, you've got power bands, stuff like that. You always got to keep the revs up.
Don't bog
You've
down.
got to think ahead, not bog down. You've got proper tyres, grip. Rental cars just aren't that. It's just literally keep your foot flat. I mean, you can go to High Wycombe, which is my local one.
Team Sport.
Yeah, High Wycombe Team Sport. And it's just a flat track.
Are they electric?
Everywhere. Electric, yeah. Just a flat track.
So I prefer 4-stroke Sodis. I just like, for me, they're like GT3s versus hypercars. That's just me.
I drove an LPG powered car at Hayling Island probably 20 years ago, and the whole thing stunk of gas. Really? Literally, the whole time we were there, all you could smell was gas.
Do you guys call 2-stroke Rotax engines? There's lots of different. Well, there's not lots, but there's different 2-stroke.
There
engines.
are lots now. Yeah, Rotax, IAME, KZ, TKM, Rock, KT, Yamaha still do a 2-stroke engine. Loads of them.
Is Rotax more premier in Europe? Is IA more premier in the States?
Rotax is pretty much the premier, the biggest. I wouldn't say premier, the biggest class, no matter where you go in the world. Rotax seems to. However, Britain's the only one, which I found out the other day from my friends at Venom. Britain's the only place that actually has sealed engines for Rotax. Everywhere else is unsealed.
They're unsealed.
Yeah, everywhere else.
So you just the prices are crazy.
Yeah, because if my son blows up his Rotax engine, I've then got to send it off to get rebuilt by someone.
Yeah.
Whereas if I live in Italy and race Rotax,
You just buy.
I can rebuild it myself.
Well,
It won't be as
Paris?
good.
Yeah.
No, but they have the rules, so the scrutineers can just take the head off, check measurements, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in the UK, everything has to be sealed.
But the sealing is done.
We pay the premium.
But the sealing is done by the approved.
By the approved dealers.
It's just a bit of a cartel.
But if you go anywhere else in the world and not sealed, then I could build my own engine, and that would say, well, like Elliot's due a rebuild.
Does that mean you can swap parts though?
You can do, but it's still within like the fiche. But like Elliot's due a rebuild. It's going to cost me £1,200 for this engine, for a 2-stroke engine rebuild, which only has 3 moving parts.
And that's labour plus the
that's everything to do it. But if I was to do it myself, it's like £300. But I just can't do it.
Masker, I'd really like it if it were possible to sell racing parts G7. I've said that. I made a video on that. Should be able to sell them. I made a video on it because I got annoyed that when you upgrade your car in GT7, you can't sell the parts that you're replacing.
Yeah.
I got really annoyed at it because I had 0 credits. I was like, why do I have 0 credits?
Just to fill in that last question, Rotax, they aren't Canadian. They're actually from Austria. Oh. And they make snowmobile engines and little prop engines for aeroplanes.
Welcome, Manic. Scott said it was so bad filling those tanks of gas. It was painful if you got it wrong and you froze yourself. LMP3s are probably the most fun to drive. Extreme downforce. I don't drive LMP3. I drive P2 sometimes, but Don't drive LMP3s. On PS5, should I get Project Motor Racing or Rensport? You're playing with fire, my guy. Like,
we just spent the last 20 minutes talking about it.
I would wait for sales, but I think I'll say this right now: if I could get Rensport $20 and Project Motor Racing $20, and have them over Christmas period, I think I'm gonna get my money's back. Like, you know, these to get 2 Ts was about $10. So
I don't even like my one.
yeah.
I'll try again.
We said this last night. We were on stream. We were talking about loaves of bread. So I was like, a loaf of bread in the UK is like about £1.50, I'd say. Yeah. And a loaf of bread in the US is apparently like $4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But what that means is Project Motor Racing is less loaves of bread than here. So it means that you're not risking as much.
Yeah.
And someone said, I think from like South Africa, it's like 80 loaves of bread.
Oh, really?
Or something. So I'm like, either you get Project Motor Racing
or you have 80
or
loaves
you
of
eat
bread.
for a year. Yeah. So
I can't stop eating these now. Can we take these away?
um,
I'll eat them.
Rensport is the first pure esports racing game. Now that'll be iRacing, GT Sport probably. Dan was bare for the bread talk. I think Rensport, if I could redo Rensport, I wouldn't do any single player, and I'd nail my colours to the mast. Like I'd even like meme it in marketing of like single player. We don't want to do that. This is all about online competition, and I do like adverts where like you're just knocking over robots, so you're like fighting real people or something. So the fact they spent so much time on the AI, which doesn't seem to really work properly, I don't understand. Project Motor Racing, I would have genuinely binned off all of the modern cars. And like, forget modern cars, they all got like weak engines and sound restrictions. We're going to go back to like
787.
Exactly, yeah, we're going to go back to the good old days. And I would have lent it on that. As a YouTuber, we end up being quite good at like, you know, understanding audiences. And
Yeah,
like,
we have an idea. We see so. I mean, like we've got 81 current viewers. It's 81 different opinions we see.
Yeah,
obviously not everyone's
100%.
Everyone's not commenting, but these 80 viewers are different to last week's views or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We see so many different views, so many different opinions, what everyone has.
Yeah.
We kind of, I don't want to say we've got our finger to the pulse, but we kind of know the general consensus of what's going on, what people like.
We get different opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
And also you have to like, you can see like, well, I think this. There's enough of a cluster here of like this. Gondor learned something you say. Never knew Rotats was Austrian. Being around snowmobiles my whole life, I'd assumed Ski-Doo produced engines as well. Is it Ski-Doo a trademark or something?
What, like Hoover?
Like,
they're actually vacuum cleaners, but everyone
like
just calls them Hoover.
Like jet ski, yeah. Matt, all these new games and new sim gear and iRacing on SIMUCUBE 2 Pro is still king. That's what I'm doing. iRacing on SIMUCUBE 2 Pro. Dan can't stand G7 offline. Yeah, well, keep an eye for the power pack that's coming out. Skeet says iRacing is a sub, but Rensport expects you to pay for real money for deliveries. I think it would have been such an easy win for Rensport if on day one they said, we got it wrong with these paid deliveries, we're just going to remove them. So I don't think that many people are buying them. However, I actually don't have an issue with the option for paying for cosmetic stuff because I'm never going to buy it.
You've said that before about things about having like stuff just make your car look better, like in Breakfast, where you can just get things which don't make your car any faster. It just gives you your own personal look. You've said that before. But then iRacing, we got trading paints. That's all free. People supply.
No, I think free is better. I think trading paint is arguably is not the best way of doing it because I wanted to create a livery for our race recently, and I looked how to do it. I was like, this is going to take a long time.
It's a nightmare.
I've got to go through trading paints. Trading paints didn't actually work for us properly.
Luckily, Murray did it for us.
Yeah, but it didn't. I don't even know. It didn't even. I had to load it locally.
No, for me, it didn't work.
Yeah, so because it's not properly integrated, so I think GT7 does it the best because it's got really intuitive. But I don't have a problem with like cosmetic options. If some people want to pay for it, cool. That's their decision.
As long as it doesn't give you an advantage.
Yeah, as long as it's a good advantage. It's not for me. So it's like it's not a problem. It's like there'll be a donation link under the stream. Someone's already donated $5 Canadian dollars. The fact that there's a donation link is almost the same as having a cosmetic livery option. Like it doesn't affect.
Well, you are giving them cosmetic. They had.
Yeah, it pops up. Everyone can see and like. So for me, it's like it doesn't. If I was in the stream, it doesn't stop my enjoyment. If someone wants to do it, that's cool. That's up to them. That's great. And I think in something like Rensport, I think the fact that they are like ridiculous, like you have to pay £5 for livery, will make it even more attractive to some people to do it, to stand out. And that's how mobile games work. But it gets predatory on mobile games because it's actual like gameplay. But here it's
I guess it's the same as like Fortnite and Warzone and stuff like that. You can get the skins. Some of them give you a slight advantage over like colour blending and crap and stuff like that.
But so I think it shows that they probably looked at Fortnite, etc.
And Counter-Strike has literally just been mentioned as well.
They probably looked at it like Fortnite. Like, obviously, we should do it. But this is the thing. Sim racing is a completely different niche. Sim racing is like very unique. You can't come into sim racing and start doing all these things. So I think it would have been an easy win to say, like, we misread it, we're going to withdraw it. But equally, it doesn't affect my perception of Rensport at all. My perception of Rensport is, how is the driving? How quick can I get into the racing? Is it enjoyable? Are the lobbies populated? When is GT7 Spec 3 coming? Next week or week after, 4th of December, and the paid DLC. Ski, I'm a PC gamer since 1980. Paying for extra content seems foolish. Yeah, but then if that's what you think, don't pay for it. Sean, you made hungry again, eating sweats. So got a Mars bar to eat. Mihail says, I'm on a PS5 with Thrustmaster T598 and Project Motor Racing literally doesn't work. Let us know what's going on. I don't understand how you can release a game and not be like, we're going to make sure it works on G29, T598, Mosa R9. Like, there's not a massive. We could test it.
Literally could.
JV
just chuck every single wheelbase on it.
Yeah. JVT's playing Grids.
Grids a great game. I used to spend hours on that.
Upstomps on PS5 and it doesn't work with RS50 either. Let us know what exactly you mean by doesn't work. Is it not getting picked up or something?
Is it the force feedback doesn't work? Is it just the whole actual wheelbase isn't working?
Alex says, I've got a Fanatec DD 8 Nm. Where is my next upgrade? What do you recommend? What else do you have in the Fanatec ecosystem? Because you could go Club Sport DD Plus in Fanatec.
What are your pedals is the main question.
Yeah, are you on low tails already? No force feedback. I mean, we have a T598 here. We could literally try it now, but the stream might break. But we'll try it after.
Upstomp says he has a video. The force feedback is completely random. Tweaks out even when paused. Wow.
We have an RS50. We could do afterwards. We could just connect them and see if it works. Ski says Mert's one of the Mosa R5. Yeah, but you must be on PC. So I could see on PS5. Rensport on PS5 didn't feel anywhere near as good as it did on PC for me. Upstomp's got a video. The force feedback is completely random and tweaks out even when paused. So what I was saying yesterday as well, Sam, is like these games don't come out in a vacuum. So given iRacing exists, LMU exists, you can't come out with something that's really different and say it's the best. It has to be clearly better, because if it's so different, people are just you're just gonna stick to what you know, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure there's games I could probably have more fun playing, but I know what I like. Do I want to risk spending more money on something which I don't know if it's going to stick with what I like?
Exactly. It's not a vacuum anymore, and especially these old games get cheaper as well. Like ACC is like, someone says it's on sale now. Welcome, Gerg. Matt, after trying the Fanatec podium pedals, you think they're better than SimMagic P2000s? Are 2000s hydraulics from SimMagic? I haven't really used them that much apart from my expos, so I'm not sure. Lilia says, I'm playing PMR on PS5 Pro with T598. It works perfectly. The problem with the game is it feels so slippery.
Does it feel like the rear of the car is not connected to the front of the car? Because that is literally the words which came out of my mouth to the developers at the show. The front of the car and the rear of the car feel like two completely different cars.
Masker says, question for both of you. What do you think, and do you need a sim dashboard? You don't need it, for sure. And we've both got screens on our wheels.
I never look at the screen on my wheel. I even played iRacing today, and I didn't even turn on the Mosa pit house. So the screen was on, but it was giving me no information, and it didn't change anything.
So I've got some thoughts on this. So, because I swapped to Max Verstappen's wheel for our 23-hour race, so I could use the screen. I got a dashboard on it, with like everything on it. It has a radar, a track map, splits, delta, my flag.
Yep.
And I was like, I can't read. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't spend the time to look at it.
Like I said, hundreds of times before.
Yeah.
It's awesome to show your friends.
Yeah.
But to actually use doesn't get used.
So then,
but it does look cool. So if you want something cool to actually give your sim rig something which stands out, then definitely get one. But it's not overly needed.
so halfway through the race, it just stopped working,
Oh really?
and I didn't miss it at all.
Probably didn't even notice for a little while.
Literally the only thing I missed was it said pit limiter on it when I was I liked that because that's the main thing I missed was like because I'm driving slowly and I want to see like.
Did anyone miss the pit limiter in our team?
Oh yeah, someone did.
That's because I crashed.
Someone did.
I was holding the wheel upside down, like literally full on upside down.
That actually is the worst combo when you pitted
and
for
I
repairs.
pressed a
and
button,
then,
but because the wheel was upside down, it wasn't a pit limiter; it was a different button. And then all of a sudden, second drive through.
so my deeper thought on it, I feel like people who like sim dashboards and stuff also like spending more time setting up things and being nerdy and like which is fine. And it's almost like it's almost like another area of enjoyment that's not going to be enjoyment for other people. Skeet likes the FSR2. Yeah, that's what Sam's got the FSR1. Gerg, do you guys have recommendations for best offline experience? Honestly,
Not Gran Turismo.
iRacing offline.
iRacing offline is really good. Wreckfest, I mean, probably not what you were thinking of, but Wreckfest is great.
Wreckfest 2. Wreckfest 2
online.
is so good.
It's so good, man.
Let me download Wreckfest 2. Wreckfest 2 is unbelievable. Oh, Sam, you're in luck. It's downloaded. So good. Do you think games now would work? That feels like half a comment.
Manic Mechanic Gaming 416. I've got the new Cosmetic Apex pedals, the cheap hydraulic ones.
Oh,
MOZA
he
shifter.
said. Oh
Second
yeah,
from
yeah.
the top now.
Nice.
I really rate those pedals. I am looking forward to getting some myself.
Yeah, keep us updated on how that goes. I was thinking, yeah, Gondor said phone as a gear indicator. I'm struggling to read chat at the moment with my setup, so I'd actually use my dashboard as chat. But the best thing for me would be to have YouTube chat on my wheel. That'd be the best
What
thing.
wheelbase you using?
SIMUCUBE.
I'll probably print you something like a little.
No, but I've got a screen on my wheel, like through SimHub.
Oh, actually through
Yeah,
SimHub
yeah,
itself. I was going to say you can do that thing where you can just bolt it to your front of your. It's just there permanently. Remember, like the Williams a few years ago when it didn't have its.
Yeah,
screen
little
built into it?
pops up.
You can just do that.
Yeah, I think maybe the because REVOSIM comes with one. So, Aspect ordered RS50 yesterday. Came from Netherlands, Croatia in less than 24 hours. They're not messing around, Logitech. Let us know what combo you got. 83 viewers, by the way. 55 likes. Let's get to 100 likes today. Let's do it. Smash that like button, everyone. Let's get. If everyone hits it now, we'll get there. And later tonight, I think we're going to do a live stream on Sam's channel for karting. We're going to try it.
We're going to give it a bash.
So
See what happens.
yeah. Skeet, the best sim would be AMS2 with AC mods. A-Ray's using $40 Amazon pedals. It dies whenever it's switched on, turned off in the same room. Sounds risky. Sounds like a convenient excuse. Sorry I destroyed you.
For insurance.
Someone walked into the room.
Oh no, my house caught fire.
Yeah. Upstomp got, I think, a dash because active right shift indicator. I've got to show you the shift lights on my ASCHER wheel. They will blind you.
Really?
I have to run them at 5%. 5%. And when we interviewed Martin Asher, do you remember he said in the latest one he's made them even brighter?
Really?
Yeah, because he said
Is he just thinking, yeah,
he says I race into the sun or something, so I need them super bright.
Okay.
Thanks so much for the $7.99 Australian dollars from Marco. Advice for someone researching a new setup in Australia. Also, pity Fanatec didn't discount their main bundles this year. Right, let us know platform, let us know budget, and we'll get a prescription for you.
And I will work out the ratio, the exchange.
Oh yeah. Let us know your budget in Australian dollary dues. I think they say. Logitech out of stock there. I doubt you're going to get 24-hour delivery from Netherlands to Australia, although you could technically.
It's like a 24-hour flight.
You know, like when they do the election, like the first count in the UK.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's like a race for it,
yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
It's a race.
PSVR 2 is $299. Is it worth it? I think if you have GT7, I think it is worth it actually. I think if you've got GT7, it is worth it. You're not going to pay any more for VR DLC.
I can't stop eating these things. Take them away.
Aspect RS. Oh, you got the PC base, PC wheel hub, pedals, and the half wheel. Very nice with the code. Gondor's going to sub to Sam. yeah, keep your questions coming in as well. Your budgets and platforms. I think PSVR 2 for $299 is a great deal. It was a lot more expensive than that when it came out. Matt says the Dutch discovered Australia first. What a miss by them. I feel like it'd be more fun if Australia was like Dutch.
Instead of speaking English, there were just a bunch of really tall guys.
Yeah.
Walking around in the outback.
Aspip haven't set it up that works on PS. It does work on PS. As long as you got the PlayStation base, which you said you did, it will work on PlayStation.
2,000 to 3,000 Australian dollars. So if I go in the middle, $2,500 is £1,231 sterling.
Okay, 1,000. Okay, it should be first line of description. I bought half the GT games and I bought a rig. Okay, so 1,200. So you don't have a rig either. So one thing we could do, and you want GT, so you're on PS. So we're talking PS. You could go RS50 and Playseat Challenge.
Could you get the G Pro pedals?
£200 more. Yeah, you could. You could get a Playseat Challenge and RS50 with G Pro pedals. And if you want to get a proper rig, I know Track Racer and maybe Next Level Racing are both based in Australia. So you've got good rig options down there. I would go for the extrusion ones, not the tubular ones.
Yeah, definitely try and go extrusion.
Yeah.
100%.
And then if you're in Australia, maybe you can scavenge a seat. I don't know why I feel like it's more likely in Australia.
What are you just thinking it's more
Max.
like Mad
Yeah,
Max?
exactly.
Is that what I was saying?
Yeah. I don't know. It makes no sense. It's probably less likely. Right, if you can get an aluminium extrusion rig, scavenge a seat, put a Logitech RS50 on it, that's a good setup for you. You could go G Pro, but like we said, I don't think there's much difference in the performance of the RS50 base and the G Pro base. Sweet use a controller for 45 years. That's a long-standing controller. Manic, I put a dash and flag indicator from the rig. I really enjoy the setups on the rig. Tinkles. There we go. So you probably will enjoy Project Motor Racing because you'll probably enjoy tinkering. There's a lot of tinkering in Project Motor Racing, and also I feel like I have a feeling that I don't know if you go to many like track days and like
Not anymore.
national car racing stuff. But there's people there who just love tinkering on their cars.
Same as even in karting.
In karting, they really love
There's
tinkering.
so many people they don't care about racing.
Yeah, yeah.
They just want to go out there, come out,
And they
like,
chat
let's
chat
change this.
tinkering with other tinkerers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can stand there talking to them in the paddock for about an hour, and you're like, oh, I'm meant to be out.
So it's a hobby, it's a pastime, it's a social thing. And I think Project Motor Racing is like that. I think it's kind of a game where you kind of like you go on the forum saying, "Oh, this weekend I came up with a great setup for like this 1980s car. Like I did
It's
this."
Wolmid. WOLEMID. Oh, we did see it at the bottom. Sorry.
What was I saying? And like you share it on the forums. It's kind of that kind of pace. But I think the pace that we operate as, I want to download it, I want to race.
Isn't it a shame that forums don't really exist anymore?
They do exist.
They do, but not as much as they used to be. When you used to have like your car modifying forums,
Maybe.
all stuff like that, like a motorsport forum. You know, just everyone uses Discord or Reddit, pretty much.
I've heard that the best sim racing forum is simracingdiscord.com. That's the word.
That's the word. Is that the word of the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit, Discord, but it's not like the old years ago, 15 years ago, when like puremodified.co.uk, you know, sports.
I mean, I go on the RCZ owners forum. I'm big on the RCZ owners forum.
You're a big person, number one contributor there.
Yeah, everyone's got their profile picture of the car.
Of that one there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that one right there, isn't it?
I'm not even joking. When you have a sports car, high performance, you got to join the owners club.
Yeah.
I want to join the RAC. No, the proper one.
The RAC.
The proper one.
The breakdown.
The proper one in London. It cost too much money. Caleb got the RS50 bundles and pedals with your code on Black Friday went live. Got a Playseat trophy, very nice, stylish rig. Hopefully enjoying that. I find the Playseat trophy a little bit difficult to adjust, but that's often because I'm using it at like expos and stuff. So once you get a nice position, that's a pretty stylish rig. DJ's got the Logitech G Pro. Would I see a noticeable difference in FFP quality when SIMUCUBE 3? I think so. Having tried the SIMUCUBE 3 at Sim Racing Expo, that's one of the best wheelbases I've ever used.
Yes.
That's the one where
you tried it. I was going to say
haptics
that's
and
where you tried it and I didn't.
No, you did try it.
Is that the one where I hurt my hand? It was like, oh yeah.
No, that's the way you tried. Is like to have
at the end. Yes, yeah.
Like SIMUCUBE 3, I think is possibly the best wheelbase in the world. Tray play. I've got all Fanatec V3 pedal shifter handbrake GTDD Pro. Looking to get a 50 Nm base. I would probably get the Club Sport DD Plus. It's a good wheelbase.
He's already in the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's got full force. You're already there. So, Marcos FY Western Australia on an early European maps was called New Holland.
Same name as the machinery company.
Yeah.
We should read all about that. At the best of time. Famous ship.
Skeet says waiting for actual Black Friday. It's a bit weird now how Black Friday seems to be like
a 2-week event.
2-week event, yeah.
And then is it Cyber Monday?
That's the thing. Yeah. I'll probably go on Amazon. I probably will buy something.
And the DFS sale's still going on. It's still going on.
Slammy, I bought the game on PS5. I can't refund it. So sad. They say once it's downloaded, you can't refund it. How am I supposed to know if I like the game if I don't try it? Did you watch my videos? Did you watch my videos and still not cancel it? Let me know. McMaster, my first console was a Nintendo 8-bit. Now we're in the same one, but it's Lego. Okay, very nice. Yeah, keep your questions coming in. We're going to do a karting stream later on Sam's channel. If you've got a like to give as well. I do think on Steam, the fact you can refund within 2 hours is kind of insane because developers can't get away with it. Which one is better, MOZA back to a SIMCUBE back to pedal? I think the SIMCUBE one is better, but the MOZA cheaper. Thanks, Marcos, again for the $2.99. Thanks for your reply, fellas. Great channel. Thank you very much, Marcos. Hope that gives you some info. But I know that if you can get a track racer, entry level rig and RS50, you're going to be loving it on GT7.
Just go back to the Lorenzo one. The MOZA Active and the SIMCUBE Active. Yes, the SIMCUBE's better. MOZA's cheaper, but is the price
almost double the price of SIMCUBE?
But does it? So then is the SIMCUBE double as good as the MOZA?
I think the SIMCUBE, the software is much better. You know,
so you're paying for the SIMCUBE. SIMCUBE software.
I was when we raced that Cadillac, was it a Corvette? Cadillac. The fact I was able to, it was genuinely like insane. I was like, you know what? What's this going to be like with a longer brake travel? Completely changed my travel braking, yeah, and stuff like that. KCR Sim, you know, like the hairpin at Zolder. You know, like at the beginning, I was locking up all the time in there. Actually, with a longer travel, I had much more play to
you can regulate what you're doing.
Exactly, yeah. KCR Sim, but I'm going to say what no one's publicly asking. We like these questions. How did Ben Collins approve the PMR physics? This is the thing. We said it. Well, I said it. He's a paid consultant on the game. He's going to say it's great no matter what it is. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily knock him for that, but I got comments saying after our video, I got comments saying you guys don't know what you're talking about because the Stig said it's amazing. I know what I'm talking about.
Now look at what everyone's saying.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's terrible for Ben Collins. I think it's terrible for his reputation in sim racing. He looks like he doesn't know what he's talking about. Given every sim racer worth their soul, like influencer, has come out and said these physics don't make any sense. And when I felt like, because I was a little bit at the head of the curve here, because I feel like not many people made. I don't know anyone else, okay, who made a critical video Project Motor Racing at the Sim Racing Expo other than myself. Okay, now I don't watch other YouTube videos, so I'm not a good person to ask, but I don't know that anyone else made a video. My video's got like 40,000 views, and I think the title is like the handling's weird.
Yeah.
So because I felt like I was the only person doing it, I did get a lot of comments saying like, you don't know what's going on. The Stig said it's good. Who are we going to believe, the Stig or you? So I can't reconcile like how we as a sim racing YouTuber community didn't let everyone know. Like the guy in chat who downloaded it and's devastated, can't refund it.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like we've had we were at the Sim Racing Expo over a month ago, and I knew then, and I said this game is not going to be for everyone. There's a chance that you're not going to like it. I think we did we rate it in that video? I think didn't you rate it a 2 and I rated it a 3 out of 5 or something?
I've slept many times since, but you're
like,
probably right.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks Marcus again. Cosmetic's got the Cinematic Alpha Eva Pro and P1000 pedals coming. Very nice. Looking forward to your first sim rig. Borderton bought Conspit Aries 200 and 300 GT. Did you get the Conspit Apex pedals as well? Cultimat, why can't Thrustmaster tweak the T818? Because they say it was on a different technology. The way they said, we asked them this question, they said it's almost like, you know when companies design cars that are like not road legal?
Yeah.
They're like, it's just like...
Just a bit of fun.
No, it's not just a bit of fun. It's like, we're not going to be restricted by road restrictions. We're going to unleash... Thrustmaster were like, yeah, the T818 was like not restricted by console. It was like,
it's for PC. We give it all the
bells
and whistles for PC.
So they made it sound like the most insane thing. Where it's like, it's nice, it's good, but it's hardly like a Pagani. But that's what they said. Dave, Steam and PC is far superior. Glad I ditched consoles. It is a very good point. Like you buy on Steam, you get the 2-hour thing. It's great.
It's a 2-hour thing.
You can refund a game on Steam if you don't play it on 2 hours.
Know that. Honestly, did not know.
Does that open your mind now to like trying any games? Yeah,
100%. I generally did not even know that was a thing. So hang on, wait. If I play it for less than 2 hours,
you can refund it.
I can refund it.
And the thing is, it's like, so like I bought Battlefield 6 at like £60 or something. This is before I was a dad. Like now, I'm not doing any Battlefield 6. But like I bought it. I was like, if I don't like it before 2 hours, I refund it.
I generally didn't even know.
And I played it so much. I went way over the 2 hours. Like cool. I was like, I'm happy to pay. Yeah, I'm worth. So it's like it's like it's a genuine. It makes you feel better about buying a game as well. I can't explain it, but it's like it's such a good thing.
No, it makes sense. It does make sense what you're saying.
It's not like I'm like, I just went over 2 hours. I missed my opportunity to refund it. I'm like, no, I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep.
You breeze past 2 hours.
Yeah,
it was on like 9 hours. It's like, let me check.
Zach, I played PMR on PS5. Graphics are meh. Some cars work better than others. But the bonus get put on the new GTDD Pro. Very nice. Where did you get that from? That's not off. That's literally the most on-topic thing.
It's more on topic than the whole Ben Collins shilling.
Gondor says, yeah, he lost some of my trust that day. Honestly, it's going to be so cringeworthy. And again, I don't blame him. And he's a very smart guy, and he's like a very talented guy, and he's got his stunt driving business and like does a lot of great stuff. But when you are a sim racer and you hear stuff from someone who's not a sim racer, you can tell.
Yeah.
So if someone's like, this simulation is just going to absolutely blow everything else away. It's going to be ridiculous compared to what's already out there. You're going to feel like you're driving the cars. I'm like, it's not going to be that much. It can't be that. You're limited by hardware.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that much better than iRacing or LMU or anything.
At some point, there's going to be a level.
Yeah.
And you can't, as much as you say, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is going to be, you'll be able to do barrel rolls, control it all.
I would believe it. Like when Apple came out with the iPhone, it's like, okay, this is actually miles better than everything is out there. I don't know what else is in that category. What else in that category? Like stuff that's come out that's like miles better. Maybe when like ChatGPT came out, you're like, oh wow, this is actually pretty different.
Direct Drive.
When Direct Drive. But like a sim racing game saying, it's going to blow everything else away. Like it's just like the other ones are going to be undrivable. It's like I don't believe you at that stage. Loved your video with Mitchie back at the expo. Yeah, we just talked. Yeah, Sam really liked it as well, filming it.
Yeah, that was a great time in my life.
I've never had so many comments about the camera work.
What such a good job the cameraman did.
Well, not good job.
Good job.
Comments on the camera work and Sam's in the camera.
Job. All I read was good. Someone put, it might be my mum, saying it was a good job, and that's the only one I read.
Saw all the hate comments.
I breezed past.
Let us know in the chat if you want us to go to more events. If we could fund them, it would be great. We would definitely go to them. At Masker, because we paid for that all out of our own pocket, just to make that clear. But Masker, would G7 need its own kart tracks like previous Gran Turismo games had? Don't we? What's the one? Yamagiwa or something? It's quite good. Yamagiwa. Miyabi, yeah.
Miyabi.
It's a pretty good kart track.
And the Willow Springs.
Matt doesn't get the SIMUCUBE 3 link. We spoke with the guy at Bavarian. He explained it. Another interview. I think at that interview you actually just gave up, didn't you? You just put the You put the camera on the tripod.
I ate my sandwiches.
So that video is coming out. Dave, I love the REVOSIM bundle since I realised I tried to keep the ecosystem closed. Yeah, I guess it's interesting. Even though it's got an NRG thing, I guess they want to make it like.
What's NRG stand for?
It's just a style of quick release. I think it originated from rally stuff. So like,
but what's it actually stand for?
Killer says Logitech RS50 is on sale. The base looks great. If you've got the budget, go for Pros over RS. I think Pros are better. However, I wouldn't pay more for the Pro base over the RS50 base. That's my opinion. Manic, I got a refund on Motorsport Manager. It's a great thing that you can refund it. Yeah, it's great. It's just
I generally didn't know that was a thing.
So back in the day, like if you went to Blockbuster, you would rent a game for like 7 days or 5 days, whatever it was.
Try it for like a tenner.
Yeah,
and then know where you are.
So you wouldn't keep the game, but you'd kind of like try and play through it. Gaming was just better in those days, by the way. Like the games were designed.
You got demos in magazines.
Yeah, I used to just play demos. Most of my childhood was me playing demos. Halo demo. I used to play that level like probably about 10,000 times.
There was a Destruction Derby game which I had a demo of.
Yeah.
And some anime game. Phantom something. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell used to play that a lot on the demo.
McGurkin, in one of the interviews Ben gave at the expo, he said he's highlighted issues and developers were working on it. I doubt, I might be wrong, I doubt Ben Collins has as much sim racing experience as we do. Let's put it like that. We also have much less car racing, much less than he does. But on a sim racing perspective, I think we might know what we're talking about more. Also, because in the Venn diagram we have done real racing, we know the sensations you get when you're driving a real car, but we also really know how sim racing hardware works. You only really have force feedback through the wheel. We're seeing more stuff with like seat belts and motion and
your pedals,
and everything like that. But like basically, it's a wheelbase, and therefore it's a stylistic choice of like. By the way, do you find this rattles quite bad?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I know. Started doing it. I was like,
I need to read the manual on like how to. Anyone play Jeff Crammond's F1? Yeah, I played GP1 quite a lot. That was a good game. Matt was a fiend at Blockbuster.
Every Friday, I used to go get a game. And then when I eventually got a girlfriend, I used to go get a movie instead. But yeah, until then, I used to get a game every Friday and try and take it back Sunday night.
Oh, here we go. Gerg, thanks for just offline games. It's got membership iRacing. You did use my referral code in the description, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right, you did use the referral code. Get us offline now. Yeah, let us know how you got on with iRacing offline. I think that's a great entry point into sim racing. It's legit. You're going to start with the Mazda MX-5 for free, clean description.
And the V.
And the V. Yeah, but I don't like the V. But like, yeah, the FF1600 is free, right? The BMW M2 is now free.
GR86 is free.
GR86. So you've got loads of free cars. You can drive them. Is Laguna Seca going off free content, by the way?
Off.
Yeah. Laguna Seca's rotating off free content. They're taking Laguna Seca off the game, I think, or something like that.
Oh.
Anyway, but so Laguna was always great, but you got Okayama, you got Alton Park. Is Snetterton free?
I think a lot of the British tracks are free. Okayama, like you said.
Anyway, there's loads. There's Lime Rock Park at Mazda's.
A lot of the GT7 tracks on iRacing are free.
Yeah, so let us know how you get on with that.
Why am I eating these sweets again?
Marcus, I would like to buy the RS50. Isn't it a bit discount the code? Apparently, the code gives more than 5% if you add everything individually. So try that. I don't want to say it too loudly in case we'll try to find out. No worries, Killer. Do you think Straight 4 should just be shut down because it's failure? I hope not, because we spoke with passionate people.
They were nice guys.
They were like exactly like we said. Like you go to a karting event or whatever, and you end up chatting with people about tinkering, and like you've got to go home, but they're still chatting.
They're still talking.
Yeah, because they're so passionate. Yeah. It was a bit like that, and I respect that. I want those people to be developing the sim racing games. I did feel it was a little bit like you get a bit detached from the reality of the person playing the game because you're so understanding all the physics engine and like how they're not so connected with the output of it. But yeah, I think they're really talented and passionate people. I personally wouldn't have added the so many G3s and hypercars, so that's a higher level directional thing. Maybe we should interview Ian Bell.
Hell.
Chat, what do you think? Do you want to see us interview Ian Bell?
Should we try and get one?
We could pop him up here on Zoom. We could ping
you
him now.
guys the questions.
We could ping him now. This is why we need you to subscribe to the channel, like, share the videos, uphold our reputation online. So therefore, then when we go to Ian Bell, he's like, "Yeah, I have to." It's like it's like Jeremy Paxman.
You're comparing yourself to Jeremy Paxman.
Yeah, they should have a cheaper single player only subscription. I agree.
And also, you can do spotting on it. I think that should be
free.
If you should be able to have a single player subscription, which also includes something like spotting. So I could be your spotter for the race. I can't race, but I'm never going to race. I'm going to be your spotter.
I think iRacing should go free to play. Yeah.
I'd love it if it did.
So hear me out, and let's talk Benjamins here. Let's talk money. Yeah, because they're going to be like, what's going to make them more money? I think if iRacing goes free to play, let's assume that server costs scale nicely for them. You get a massive influx of people into the game. It becomes a social phenomenon, like a Gran Turismo, right? And people are going to want to buy cars. That's actually your monetization.
I think the issue is
people buy more cars than buying.
Yeah, but I think you'll find that most people have bought a lot of cars.
No, but I think if you go free to play, you're gonna have so many more people. Like if this is a pie chart of people who will be playing it, the existing players might be like that, and all of that is going to be new people in.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though, the people currently playing are paying subscription and buying the tracks anyway. So why would they eliminate?
Because I think if you get on the money side, if you get that many more people in, this is how mobile games work.
Yeah, but is there that many more people?
I think there could be.
The people who play on PC, guaranteed 75% of them probably play iRacing anyway. I would say. If you're on PC...
Okay, if iRacing did this, if they came out with an update that's like, we now have the best-in-class controller support.
Yeah.
And we're going free to play.
Yeah, but for me, it takes away the whole... Not exclusive, because that's wrong, but it's nice that...
Gatekeeping. I know what you mean. Like
yeah,
people are invested on the grid.
If you've invested your money to play it,
you're going to
on
smash
sim rig,
people off.
Yeah, you're not going to drive like an absolute tool. Whereas if you all of a sudden invite everyone who plays on PlayStation and anyone can play it, everyone knows what it's going to be like.
Right, chat. Put in the chat. Free to play, or paid. Free to play or paid.
If we went controller and free to play, the absolute driving standards out there would be so bad. Like, not even funny.
Be like me. Oh, friendly, did you try new Fanatec podium pedals at Expo? Yes. How were they? Quite good. What's the estimate on cost?
They were asking us because they don't know.
Right, given CRPs at the moment are £349. Sorry, CRP2s. Given CRP2s on Mosa's highest level of pedal set, and the active pedals I can add on for them. These are active. I would say £600.
How much were the V3s new?
The V3s are also about $350 or something.
No, but when they were new, when they first came out.
I said to them, I said to them, these can't be over £1,000.
Yeah.
But then you look at the Wave
I
Italy.
reckon it's gonna be high.
You look at the Wave Italy pedals.
£2,000.
£2,000.
I reckon they're gonna be high. I reckon the ones with the gates on it. I reckon they're about £800, and the other one I think are gonna be 11. Don't know where I got these numbers from. Pulled them out of somewhere. That's my guess. Screenshot it. Quote me.
Dave says my rig was kitchen chair with a TV table tray. That's brave. TV table with Mad Cats. Bornot said I started Raceroom for free content. And Raceroom's gone free to play. The devs have been awesome in Discord. I'll have to check out the Discord. Presumably everyone's been praising my content on the game.
You can smell Blockbuster if you close your eyes.
Would you advise Logitech G Pro RS50? I would say RS50 and save the cash on the upgrade there and use it on something else. I need Thrustmaster to bring out like an 8Nm, and then we can say the same thing about T598. Be like, yeah, maybe worth, if they do it, maybe worth getting a bit more Nm-age. So Digis says no. Oh, just Ken says, with such passionate people at Project Motor Racing, how do we think it's possible that such a less than optimal product was delivered on launch?
Did they restrict themselves so much in their timescale?
I mean, the analogy is, it's like I make videos like daily, some of my videos do well, some of them don't do well. I'm relatively talented at making videos, but still I'm capable of making videos that don't do well. And that normally is I got the wrong concepts. I misunderstood how relevant it would be. I didn't kind of come at the concept from the right angle.
Yeah.
I didn't explain it well. So there's a lot of stuff that I think starts with the concepting and these kind of things. And I feel like their concept should have been GT Revival, classic cars. The cars have to be meaningful. It doesn't. This is not a game that needs a big roster because cars should feel identical.
Concentrate, like we said, so an hour and a half ago. They need to decide where they are. Full sim, simcade. Which one? Don't try and straddle both of them.
Yeah.
Also, reading the chat, everyone's agreeing with me.
No free the iRacing. No free is that no comma free iRacing? Harrison paid but all tracks free. Wouldn't free play invite cheaters? Maybe. Free trial dedicated lobbies. Maybe a free trial. Maybe a free trial and you can see like as a trial indicator.
What, you mean like a 2-hour stream? A Steam thing?
Yeah. No, I know, I mean like a 1 month free trial. Obviously people will just keep creating accounts. But maybe the free trial just limits you to Mazda and you can't progress your license or something. I feel like there should be an entryway into iRacing that doesn't have the intimidation factor of having to do a subscription.
Yeah, no, I understand that for someone fresh into it. But would you jump straight into iRacing as your first racing? Probably not. So you'd have an idea.
I would reckon someone asked what should I said go on iRacing and do Mazdas and do BMW M2s. I think it's a great introduction into racing, and it's easier to go from iRacing to other stuff because it is you have to learn all these first principles. So I don't have and I was doing it on a T150 and on load cells as well.
I like that one from Ken. Free to play, but $1 fee every time you dive bomb or ram someone.
Fines. Arrow says it would kill every other game. That's not their concern though. Why not both? Let people pay for a premium membership. I think a lot of people are saying kind of free to play. Matt, I've already written off the Fanatec podium pedals. They're going to charge through the roof. Have I tried V&M? No, we need to get in touch with V&M. Dan agrees it doesn't need modern cars. Manic, the Cosmetic Apex pedals are as good as my friend's Tilton pedals. I think they're too cheap.
How good they are.
You put 24 hours, 25 hours in. Well, if you get any leakage from the hydraulics, any squeaking, any issues with the hydraulics, then let us know. Friendly's going to go with the SimNet pedals. These ones here. That's a big price difference because they're, what are they like? $250 or something?
The SimNet?
Yeah.
No.
They're pretty insane.
Yeah, real cheap.
Could iRacing ever come to console? That kind of goes to your point about if it comes to console, you're gonna have a lot of people just casually
dive bombing.
Yeah.
I can't see it, and I can't ever see it being. If it did go to console, I cannot ever see it being crossplay.
Arrow says the BMW M2 on iRacing is the worst feeling car in sim racing history. It is quite difficult to drive.
Yes.
It's very difficult to drive than an Evo. But again, I feel like as a car to learn, as like a tool, it's probably like...
It's like the MX-5. The MX-5 in cold tyres is a dog to drive.
But I think I feel like the MX-5 in iRacing is the best MX-5 I've driven in any sim. The Formula V, for me, is like the M2. It's like, I can't drive it, but if I wanted to be really good at Formula cars, I'd need to drive the V quite well. McGurkin, they should have a free element with a small amount of content and contain the freeloaders on separate lobbies. As we said, Logitech just started on site. Is that Black Friday live? Let us know, because if so, we can check it out. Dan remembers iRacing Fizz. Oh, it's been retracted. It's been retracted.
Oh, I'm going to check it out anyway.
It's been retracted. Break the embargo. Remember, I got accused of breaking embargo when I literally got an email from Logitech saying, like, yeah.
Do you remember when you thought the embargo ended one day and it turned out it ended like 2 days prior?
Yeah, I'm often late to embargoes. That was a new one.
That was fun. Sam, read this. What do you think?
What day is this? Have you tried the V8 supercars? I think I did do them at Bathurst a long time ago and I just couldn't drive them. And the brakes are like terrible, aren't they? There's some cars to drive that are really difficult. The Cadillac we drove is really difficult to drive on iRacing.
I actually.
But it makes you a better driver.
Once we put a setup on it,
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy driving it.
I feel like that made me a better driver.
There are some discounts on the Logitech site.
Oh, those McLaren.
The G923.
Yeah, but that's often. What are those McLaren headsets saying? They're already on discount, only £30. They're nice, sell, aren't they? That orange is nice.
380 quid down to 350.
If you like for a that's a nice gift for a McLaren.
RS track wheel. 59 quid.
Tell you what, do a basket. Do RS50 PSPC. Okay, put that in with the PC one. That's the rim.
Find it first.
Yeah. Put the oh yeah, go for the hub as well, yeah. Hub just PC. And then for the base do PCPS and then put the RS pedals in. Apply my code and let's see what it's saying. ASPEC has checked it's not down, but we'll I want to see what the pricing is.
RS50 base.
Yeah. This is the thing, you don't do the system, you do the base separately, but do PS. That'll work on PlayStation.
And then what pedals?
Just the standard RS ones.
Oh, just straight up RS pedals.
I'm gonna see what this looks like, chat. Have a look.
No clutch or with clutch?
No clutch. I'm gonna guess £640.
You watching over my shoulder?
No.
639.96.
Is that with my code?
No, that is.
Pop the code in.
Which is just say it out loud.
KIRETH. Our Logitech Pro pedals. You keep retracting the comments. You're basically saying, are they worth more than the RS pedals? I think they're better.
So it takes you from 640 to 607. Saves you £42.
607 is quite a bit cheaper than when I
compared with Klarna at £202.
when it first 607. So you're almost £600. However, the T598 is 366 on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
No load cells, 5 Newton meters. But Thrustmaster is so aggressive in that pricing. But 600 for a setup that you can use on iRacing. It's kind of a bit insane.
And PlayStation.
Yeah. Because the R9 is £299, and CRP2s are better than RS pedals.
Mm-hmm.
But CRP2s are 349, so you're already talking 649 before you've got a wheel on MOZA. So then you add in KS wheel for 220, you're talking 870. So 870 on MOZA, albeit you've got a proper GT wheel and you've got nicer load cells. Logitech, you've got 8 Newton meter sweet spot wheelbase.
But then, as we've said before, Logitech, you're very limited on wheels.
You are limited on wheels.
Extreme.
But you do have that hub. So you bought the hubs.
You do have the hub, but it's still well very limited on wheels.
Yeah. Ken says, any deals on rigs, go check out GT Mega. I think they do big Black Fridays. They often run out of stock. Ken, I set up a G3 and gave Muscle's recommendations and ran some laps at Daytona M4. I then downloaded the setup and lost 5 seconds. Where did you download the setup from? I saw our friend Mitchie has setups already in Project Motor Racing. So it'd be pretty weird if Game of Muscles just like cooked something up. It's like brewed something. Have you tried the Concert Wheelbase? Yes. The Concert Wheelbase is absolutely fine. I think the QR is not as good a QR as MOZA. Probably a better QR than Fanatec. But yeah, Aries Platinum, it's a pretty good wheelbase. T598 is 370, DD Pro is 470. There we go, Sam. So would you pay £100 more to go from T598 to DD Pro? £100 more to go to this one. And with non-load cell CSL pedals.
Pedals you get with this?
The basic raceline ones.
I'll do that. For me personally.
Yeah, for me personally, I would. If your budget is like you can't go more than 400, don't feel bad about getting the Thrustmaster.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But then you lead yourself into the whole problem of QRs.
Have we discussed the new ECUs? No, we were going to do a quick stream on my Motorsport channel, which is now called Formula Fan TV.
Is it really?
Yeah,
okay.
I did the logo.
You've done a logo?
Yeah.
You personally hand drew
Yeah,
it?
it's not AI. I did a logo.
Really?
Yeah. Formula Fan TV. Like in pixels. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Formula Fan TV because we'll pop there later. In fact, we got to do a card stream as well, so we might wrap this up. So any final questions? Is the RS50 better than the Fanatec GT DD 8 Newton meters? I think the Logitech RS50 is probably a bit better. Yes. As a Logitech owner, I'm waiting for the G31. I don't think there'll be a G31. I think they're in DD now.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Thrustmaster released a T248R. Just touch me, bring it up. It's just sat here. I can actually bring it out. We're just pulling stuff. You guys, you must think we're CGI or something. But like, this is a T248R. I don't know. This retail, Sam. I'm pretty sure this retails. Let me know if I'm wrong. Doesn't it retail for about £300? And this is £360. So for £60 more.
Yeah, but
getting DD. This wheel though, I think, is the rim's actually a bit nicer.
The rim's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, we quite like that.
Whoever designed this one at Thrustmaster, it's like outdone the
Give
DD
that
a
man
bit. Yeah. What's the link to the next stream? So next stream will be on Sam's channel. So that'll be Walmid in the description. And after that will be on Formula Fan TV. So search Formula Fan TV on YouTube. MOZA CRPTs worth the price of SRPs? Yes. We rate the MOZA CRPTs. This is in fact a CRP to load cell. That's the load cell. Yeah, because I replaced it with active pedal. Yeah, the Fanatec, by the way, yeah, you can get aftermarket boost pack to go from 5 to 8. Anyway, he says, I have no budget as the RS50 is tempting too, but both are on sale. If you've got no budget, I would go RS50 over both of those. If you've got no budget limitation. What's a good pre-built PC to run them on Ultimate? Very good question. I would say actually have a look at the video on this channel. I think we did a video. We went through like specs of PC.
Taught me stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's on my channel called like How to Build a Sim Racing PC, and I'll show you how to build.
I built a sim racing PC for my
friend. Yeah. So I'll reach out to some other PC brands. We got some pretty good contacts now. I know who we could reach out to on the PC side.
Do they hit it hard by any chance?
They will be hitting it hard. Let's see. Because that'd be quite good, and we can build it in the studio. Right, final questions are higher. I can get the Mosa R12 with CSV2 versus Mosa R9 with RSV2. I don't know the circular Mosa rims that well. I would just say that the Mosa R9, which by the way is a V3, but I don't think it means too much. I would be fine having Mosa R9.
I use an R9 still
12
daily.
So if you're going to save a bit of cash, that cash might be better off going into the rim.
But the R9 does work. It doesn't over.
Yeah. Ken went with the T598 after G29. Looking forward to low top rate next year. Yeah, we're chasing them on that. Don't worry. And it is nice. Like, I like the face plates. Mm-hmm. Imagine they drop that, by the way. Imagine they're like, oh yeah, we didn't include that in the final version because it was too expensive. I'd be like, that's a real shame.
Yeah, they just went for like a plain looking one like this.
Yeah. Or the same as the other one. The same as the...
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh...
It's nice that it's not plastic. Really nice it's not plastic.
Charlie's thinking of switch from Xbox to PC after playing Forza Motorsport. I'm looking to switch to proper sim. Go for it. Again, have a look at the video we did on how to build a sim racing PC. Right, everyone, we're going to end the stream there. We'll get going pretty soon, I think, on Sam's channel for a karting show, which is going to be exciting. So hit the link there if you want to join us. And then we'll try and go live quickly on Formula Fan TV until Adrian Newey. So if you want to do the trio, it'd be great to have you with us. We should have scheduled it on your channel. We could link it here.
We never know how long it's going to last for.
No, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, but you keep pushing it back.
Oh, okay.
We could do a redirect next time.
Well.
All right, everyone.